Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of my live tea tasting. So I've got an exciting blend for you guys today, and I can't wait to get started because this is another one that I have been smelling for about half an hour, and let me tell you, it's really getting those drool muscles working. So in continuation with this month's theme, we'll be doing flowers and fruit, and today's blend is another one from Tilula called Guavalajara. And this one, it's going to be super duper yummy because I've been smelling it. It smells so fruity, so juicy. Hey, Claudia, welcome. It smells like candy. Now, this has green tea, mango cubes, apple pieces, guava pieces, mango flakes, beetroot, which is I don't have I haven't had beetroot in tea, but I hear that it's a kind of sweetener. So we'll see how that fits in. And pink cornflower blossoms. So this is a very lively scented tea. It smells like candy, super sweet, super juicy. And if it's anything like last week's, I'm going to be in heaven. I'm assuming that the green tea is that same one that was used last week.
Are you getting your messages on Facebook?
That's what?
Are you getting your messages on Facebook?
No. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm watching. Hey, Sneha, welcome. Okay, so it says, won't the taste profiles trip over themselves? Not necessarily, because while they're similar, each fruit will taste distinct. It'll become like a kind of fruit punch where you get a little bit of everything. Hey, Pops, welcome. It's gonna be like it already smells like a bit of a fruit punch. But last week we had the what was that? The papaya. That papaya was so sweet, it tasted like candy. So that's what I was going through last week, and I get the feeling that this one's gonna be the same. Check out these chunks of fruit. Like, they are nice and big and juicy. I'm drooling already. You see that? I'm assuming that this is one of the apple pieces. Let's see. No, that's mango. Ooh, that's nice. A little bit of mango. Maybe this is the apple piece? Nope, more mango. I swear I haven't had the papaya. I haven't got my papaya pieces yet, so I'm still kind of craving them from last week, and now I'm eating these little dried pieces of mango. I'm torturing myself. So I'm definitely going to hit up the grocery store this weekend to get myself some of these candies, just to get the craving out. But let me tell you, like, the fruit is so sweet, so juicy, and it's really like tangy and it's everything that you want. Now as we took let me backtrack a little bit because I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. But as we saw last week, we had the green tea that looks like it's Japanese, but as we found out from Juliet, it was that Chinese-Japanese kind of fusion that they were working with. I'm assuming that this is the same one. And here are, oops, I just dropped one. Here's one of the blossoms. What is it called? Let me see. This is what the pink cornflower blossom. Now I've had like the blue cornflower and the white, or was it yellow? I've probably had them both, but this is my first time. I don't think I've ever had pink cornflower before. So it's nice and bright. We're getting all together. Look at how lively that looks. It looks very bright, all these different colors. There's greens, there's yellows, there's reds, and little, like, punctuations of different colors. I really love the look of it, and the smell is incredible. Now, if we take a look at the steep leaf, The colors haven't changed very much, but let's see what the tea leaves look like. Now you can see, whoops, my best example, and of course it falls down. It opens up pretty wide. It doesn't look like there's anything left to open. I'm assuming, yeah, like the fruit has gotten softer, mushier. It absorbed so much of the water. Hey, Viva, welcome. It's absorbed some of a lot of the water, so it gets that, it's retaining that juiciness. And again, like, I feel like I could eat this entire tea, just not, like avoiding like the tea leaves. I mean, technically you can eat the tea leaves, but I wouldn't recommend it. They'll be very, very bitter. Although I have heard stories of people putting them in their salads, and I guess it's an acquired taste. I don't know. I've never eaten a tea leaf before. But to each their own. So let's go ahead and take a look at the liqueur, and you'll notice one thing that's pretty profound. It's a nice pink, kind of like a pink red coloring, and this is unique for a green tea, which you guys know is usually a little bit of yellow, a little bit of greenish. But this has so much fruit, so much flower in it that it changed the color. And it looks gorgeous. Like you can see right through it. There's very, very little sediment. And I'm assuming that, as I drink, it's whatever's left is going to sink to the bottom. There is a little bit of sediment at the bottom, but not very much. That's where the flavor is. That's where everything that's... what have we got tonight? We are drinking Guavalajara. And that has green tea, mango cubes, apple pieces, guava pieces, mango flakes, beetroot, and cornflower, pink cornflower blossoms. Oh, I'm having trouble with the English language tonight. But anyway, so this is a very sweet smelling tea. I'm falling in love with it already. So let's go ahead and take our first sip. Ooh. That's interesting. Okay. So I still have some of the mango in the back of my mouth. It's like stuck in my teeth, which I'm fine with. I can taste that all day. But the tea itself is not as sweet as it was last week. This week, it's still sweet, but there's a little hint of something else in there that I'm trying to figure out. It might be more on the floral side. I think, the green tea is coming out more profoundly in this one than it did last time. Because last time, like the papaya was really overpowering. It was really strong and it was really sweet, really nice, and I had that nice juiciness to it. It tasted like candy. This one you can actually taste a lot of the green tea as well, but it's not like green tea in the astringent end. You can just taste that it's there. It's still very sweet, very tangy, very juicy, but it tastes less sugary sweet, if that makes sense. Like last time, the tea was really profoundly sweet, that it tasted like it had sugar, and that left a question in my mind whether there was powdered sugar on the papaya. This one, there's no question about it. This is unsweetened. It's naturally sweet, but it's not like sugary sweet. It's more on the savory, earthy sweet kind, if that makes any sense. And it's mainly because it's not overpowering the green tea as much. So I'm getting a nice, even blend of both sweetness and like the salty vegetal green tea. And that might also be because of the the corn flour as well. And so yeah, thanks for posting the link in there. Also, I'm going to put the link in the description after. So in case you guys want to come back and check out the video again, the link will be there as well. So you don't have to like scroll through the comments. Wonderful. I like this streamlining the process. So keeping in mind that this is a green tea, I did steep this for 3 minutes at about 180 degrees, and it's nice and balanced. You're not drinking just the green tea. You're drinking like it's a very sweet, juicy blend, and it tastes like last week. It tasted like candy. I mentioned this week it tastes like just a sweetened, fruity blend, and this is something that's just amazing. Like this is the kind of tea that I would ice as well, and make it nice. You know, I would definitely drink this on a hot summer day. That was not me. I'll blame the dog. Oh, that is nice. I feel like the sweetness is circling and coming back as I speak. There's like a swirl of fruit flavor on my breath, and it's just ooh. I'm really thoroughly enjoying this. I'm trying to wonder if I were to ice this, would I add any sweetener to it? Because it's not as candy sweet as last week's, but also like once you ice something, naturally it becomes sweeter. So I would probably just sweeten it by the glass rather than sweeten it by the pitcher. If I were to sweeten it by the pitcher, I think that would take away from the appeal of it altogether. And this is very nice. It's good for the season. You know, given that it's Valentine's Day, Valentine's Day is coming up next week. You have that really nice balance of like a sweet, almost creamy kind of flavor, but then you get the floral, which is more of a grounded. What would I like? I wouldn't describe it as perfumey. It's not as perfumey as jasmine, but it's more like grounded a little bit. Definitely fragrant. I think that the fragrance of the tea really affects the flavor, and that's part of what's bringing down the sweetness a little bit. It's because the floral is more perfumey, it's more grounded, and it's more savory. So this is what I'm really enjoying about the tea. That it's not. It's kind of complex. Like I said last week's was complex. This is just as complex, but in a different category of complexity. Last time it kind of tasted like that lipstick candy, where it was like super fruity and a little bit had that aftertaste that just sticks with you. This one has less of that flavor, more of the floral. I'm trying to find the right way to describe the balance, because it is sweet over savory. There's a little bit of smoke to it as well, probably coming from the green tea. Japanese green tea is usually like more on the salty seaweed side, but Chinese green tea tends to be slightly smoky and sweet, and I think that that's more from the region rather than the method, if that makes any sense. In Japan, the teas are growing closer to seawater, and they absorb the seawater in the air, and that's where that kind of salty seaweed flavor comes from. This green tea doesn't really have that. If it does, I'm not tasting it. Oh, excuse me, and that's why I'm kind of like assuming that this is that Chinese Japanese fusion blend that we had last week, because I'm not getting that saltiness. It's still vegetal, it's still kind of sweet and smoky, but it's giving me that that regional kind of flavor to it, more from the Chinese and the Japanese region. Ooh. I hit the wrong spot. Ooh. Ooh, I'm okay. I kind of choked there. Ooh. Oh, man. My eyes are tearing. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, I'd be dying on camera. That's not a bad way to go. Okay, there we go. I think I got it now. But I'm going to go ahead and try the Thomas taste. Now that my throat is clear and my mind is clear. Because I'm no longer distracted because I was just fighting for my life. But, So, here we go. Okay. When I do the Thomas taste, I'm getting more of the vegetal flavor. I'm tasting more of the green tea. I'm tasting more of the flower aspect of it. The sweetness is definitely still there, but I'm just I'm tasting more. I'm tasting more of the savory end of the spectrum. And now that I was breathing out through my nose, I can taste it through my nose a little bit more. I don't know if that's good or not. It might just be an after effect from choking and then doing this so suddenly. Let me try that again. Yeah, I'm definitely getting more of the flowery side of it. It tastes like an open bloom, where the flavor is nice and spread over my palate. And the sweetness is a little bit more subdued. I'm assuming it'll get sweeter once this cools down more. But just like last week, I actually did wind up icing it. And it tasted incredible. I wound up eating it. I wound up drinking it with my dinner. Ooh, it was so good. Without sugar, mind you. It was all just iced tea, and it really hit the spot. And I'm assuming that this is going to hit the spot as well. If I do not finish it for myself now, which I probably will, because this is really... It's hard to put down. You see, I keep picking it up, and I'm like, I want to take a sip, and it's not going as planned. Oof. Okay. Questions, comments. We've reached that part of the stream where I open up the floor for your opinions, and you want to talk about. Now is the time. And as I always do, I'm going to answer my sister's question, what would I pair this with? This is very much a dessert tea. Something nice and sweet. So I would pair it with a dessert. What would let me see. I would usually do something with maybe an ice cream. What is this? Is this tea more herbal? I mean, more herbal than what? Because there are teas that have a lot more herbs in it than tea, but there's also the teas that are just lightly flavored. I mean, going by the visual, it looks like this is it's well balanced because you don't see an overwhelming abundance of fruit. Like, you can pick through it and find the fruit. Like, this one is just super easy to find. I'm assuming that this is the guava. Well, let me break off a piece. Yep. That's the guava. Mm. Oh man, I want to continue chewing on that. I'm like, that, you know, like if I chew on this, it's going to make my next cup a little bit less overwhelming. It's going to make my next cup less pleasurable, but I kind of want to eat it anyway. God, this is the kind of tea that I can just pick through and snack on. Oh, that's. I mean, it's good for the quality of the tea, but it's not good for me because then I'll just wind up having a green tea with pink flowers in it, and that's not what I signed up for when I bought the pouch. But to answer your question, Sneha, it's well balanced herbal. It has a good amount of herbal ingredients to it, but not too much. It's not more populous than the populated more than the green tea. Back to what I would pair this with. If I were to pair this with something, I would say maybe an ice cream, a vanilla ice cream, or maybe an angel food cake, maybe a chocolate. This is definitely, you know, like you get the fruit with the chocolate and the green tea. I've always been a fan more of milk chocolate anyway, so I would probably pair it with that to get the sweetness out. But dark chocolate would probably do very well with as well because the dark chocolate tends to bring out the flower in the flower in certain teas. What is going on over there?
I have no idea what she wants.
Give her a bone. I don't know, maybe she needs to go outside again. I don't know. Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead. Let's take her outside. She's invading my stream again. Oh wow. Yeah, she probably just needs a little bit of she needs to get some of that energy out.
I think it's just you talking so much is ruining your voice.
And she wants to play? Oh. She's a daddy's girl, what can I say? But anyway, yeah, I'm losing my concentration. Okay. What would I pair this with? It's so hard for me to keep track. Definitely other desserts. Like maybe a chocolate cake. Yeah, I think that's what I can suggest. To me, like, this is such a good standalone tea that I don't know what I'd be able to. Oh, she's photobombing. Oh, maybe she just wanted something to drink.
I don't know.
Well, she can't have my tea. So for those of you at home, this is my dog's butt. Hope you enjoy it. She insisted. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but it is what it is. Anyway, I think with that, I'll go ahead and close out the stream. Thank you all for joining me tonight. This has been a wonderful blend, and I definitely would recommend it for those of you who love a nice fruity tea. Until next time, have a great weekend, and I'll see you later. Bye.